Will here from One Track Mind magazine. Today we're going to be doing a tyre swap, tubeless tyre swap with this Stand Flow Mark III rim. And we're going to be putting on this Goodyear Newton tyre. It's a 29er, and we're going to be using the Stand's tyre sealant. This little bottle just for measuring, and some tyre leaders. The first thing we're going to do is let the air out of the existing tyre. So you can either do it by pressing the valve stem there to let the air out, or because these granite ones have a little tool in them, you can just remove the cap. Be careful when doing this because you could get sealant everywhere, potentially. In fact, it's probably smart to let a bit of air out first so you haven't got too much pressure in there before taking it out. Okay. Just put those to one side. So that's all the air out now. So I don't have a tyre insert in here, so I can just pop the tyre straight off the bead by pushing down towards the centre of the rim. And do that all the way around. Just be careful because this has got sealant in. Your tyres may also have sealant in. And do the same on the other side. Okay. Grab hold of your tyre levers. And I personally like to do it near the valve here. Get under there. Try not, if it's too much pressure you end up damaging the rim, so just make sure you do it nice and gently. And these granite tyre levers have a little catch so they can hold onto your spike. So you can grab another one. Just be careful with your rim tape if you've already got taped up rims. Might have to lessen off a little bit. There we go. And just start working the tyre off all the way around. And you should hopefully be able to just move it off like that. And as you can see, these are already tubeless set up, and there is some of the sealant coming out. That is the stand sealant in there. So just carefully take the tyre off the rim. So now that we've got the tyre off, we can check the rim for any damage, and this rim tape looks really good. It's real clean, so it shouldn't need replacing, but if you do need to replace it, just look at the width of your rim and order the correct tape. Make sure it's clean, so you can use a cleaner or isopropyl alcohol and remove any kind of residue and grease before putting the new tape down. Okay, so now we've done that, we can start by getting our new tyre. So we are using the Goodyear Newton. It's a 29 specific tyre, and it's a folding bead, so there's no wire in the bead. So this looks like it will make a really good summer tyre because it's not got the most aggressive knobs which will be better in wet conditions. So it looks like it'll be quite fast rolling, but still got enough grip for kind of riding loam trails and things like that. Okay, so the disc is on the left side, and what we want to do is we want to match up our Stand's logos with the Goodyear. So it looks good. Just work your way around. If you're struggling, because your tyre's quite tight, you can move the tyre bead into the centre of the rim, so it should give it a bit more manoeuvrability. Sometimes these new tyres are really tight. Just take a little bit of working to get on. Okay, so that's one side done. So for the second side, we're going to start at the opposite end to the valve. That way we can move the bead into the middle of the rim, and then it should make it easier. Because the valve's there, it stops you from putting it into the middle, which means you've got less to work with. We just force it around as much as we can, move it into the centre of the rim. It's easier to work both sides at the same time, because sometimes you work this way and it'll pull off this side. So you can try and do both at the same time. So when you get to this point, if you want, you could just pour your sealant into that gap there. Or what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it the rest of the way on, and then remove the core again, and put the sealant in through the core. So just, there we go, that's nice and on. I'm just going to use that granite cap again to just remove the core real quick. There we go. And you can buy these little bottles in shops full of tyre sealant, and it's in a measured amount. I just hang on to those because they're actually a good measurement. And what I'm going to do, just pop the bottle directly into the core, into the valve even, and just fill up. Okay, so now the sealant's in the tyre, I'm just going to put the core back in. So you can do it and leave the core out and use a normal pump, or you can also use a compressor to get the bead onto the rim, but with this pump it's got a chamber in it which you can then fill to 240 psi, and it works pretty much like a compressor where it just blasts air in. So it should work with the core in. And we might hear 3 loud pops. Okay, ready? So that's got most of the way there, and then we just carry on pumping. It doesn't always go on first time. There we go. So those noises are the tyre seating into the rim. I'm going to pump it up to 40 psi. There's the third. That's usually a sign that it's fully on now. Nearly at 40. Some people pump higher than 40, but I think 40 is enough. And doing any more could explode your rim, potentially. So just do that core back up. And then what I'm going to do is just move the sealant around the tyre, just to make sure any holes in the tyre are covered with the sealant and then can fix, and there'll be no air leakage. If you have a look, you can see this line all the way around, and it should be equal distance from the rim the whole way around. That way you know that it's properly seated into the rim. If that line goes below or into your rim, then it's not quite seated properly and it will lose air. And that's it. That's how you do a tubeless tyre swap. Thanks for watching.